Good morning students, welcome to a new session. Today we are discussing about BCG growth share metrics. In the last session we discussed about portfolio analysis and we understood that portfolio analysis is a significant exercise for corporate strategic planning. It is a two-dimensional technique including risk and return on investment, and several techniques are used for portfolio analysis. One of them is BCG growth share matrix. The growth share matrix, which is also known as Boston box, BCG matrix, Boston matrix and portfolio diagram, it's a chart that was created by Brooke D. Henderson for the Boston Consulting Group. And so it is called BCG growth share matrix, and it was developed in the year 1970. And the basic purpose was to help corporations to analyze their business units, that is, their product lines. This helps the company allocate resources and is used as an analytical tool in brand marketing, product management, strategic management, and portfolio analysis. And some analysis of market performance by firms using its principles has called its usefulness into question. So, we can say that BCG matrix or growth share matrix is a corporate planning tool which is used to portray firm's brand portfolio or SBUs on a quadrant along relative market share and the speed of market growth. That is, the BCG approach takes into account two dimensions, that is market growth rate and relative market share of an organization. These two factors form the axis of a graph. Products which are plotted on the graph fall into four broad categories, and the position of the products provide a useful guide to its future strategic plans. In this diagram, the relative market share is taken on the horizontal axis and the speed of market or growth of market on the vertical axis. And growth share matrix is a business tool which uses relative market share and industry growth rate factors to evaluate the potential of business brand portfolio and suggest further investment strategies. In this diagram, we can see that the relative market share on the x-axis and market growth rate on the y-axis. And the products are categorized into four. Firstly, a star, then a question mark, then a cash cow, and lastly, a dog. Then one of the dimensions used to evaluate the business portfolio is relative market share. What is relative market share? Higher corporates market share results in higher cash returns. This is because a firm that produces more benefits from higher economies of scale and experience curve, which results in higher profits. And like the high market growth rate means higher earnings and sometimes profit, but it also consumes lots of cash which is used as investment to stimulate the further growth. Therefore, business units that operate in rapid growth industries are cash users and are worth investing in only when they are expected to grow or maintain market share in the future. And here there are four quadrants into which firms, brands or products are classified. Firstly, star, then question mark, then cash cow and dogs. Look into the diagram. The stars operate in high growth industries and maintain high market share. Stars are both cash generators and cash users. They are the primary units in which the company should invest its money because stars are expected to become cash cows and generate positive cash flows. Yet all stars become cash flows. This is especially true in rapidly changing industries where new innovative products can soon be outcompeted by new technological advancements. So a star, instead of becoming a cash cow, becomes a dog. Here the various strategic choices to be used is vertical integration, horizontal integration, market penetration, market development and product development. So, the stars are the products that has both relatively a high share of market and high market growth. Since it is the best category, successful firms will try to develop products like this. Then next comes to question mark. Question mark are the brands that require much closer consideration. They hold low market share in fast growing market, consuming large amount of cash and incurring losses. It has a potential to gain market share and become a star, which would later become cash cow. Question mark do not always succeed, and even after large amount of investment, they struggle to gain market share and eventually become dogs. Therefore, they require very close consideration to decide if they are worth investing in or not. And the strategic choices to be used is market penetration, market development, product development, etc. So, question mark is the area where the business with a relatively low market share in a fast growing market. There is a question of risky venture, and the rapid growth of market may force to invest heavily just to maintain its low share of the market. Next is cash cow. Cash cows are with a high relative market share and a low market growth rate. Cash cows are the most profitable brands and should be milked to provide as much cash as possible, and the cash gained from cows should be invested into stars to support their further growth. According to growth share metrics, corporates should not invest into cash cows to induce growth, but only to support them so they can maintain their current market share. Again, this is not always true. Cash cows are usually large corporations or SBU that are capable of innovating new products or processes which may become new stars. If there would be no support for cash flow, they would not be capable of such innovations. So, the strategic choices to be applicable is product development, product diversification, etc. So, we can conclude that cash cows are the business or products with a low growth rate and a high market share, is both profitable and a source of excess cash from its operations. Clear? Then last category of product is dogs, and dogs hold a very low market share compared to the competitors and a very low market growth rate. Okay, it holds a very low market share and are operating in a slowly growing market. In general, they are not worth investing in such kind of product category because they generate low or negative cash return. But this is not always true. Some dogs may be profitable for a long period of time. They may provide synergies for other brands or SBUs, or simply act as a defense to counter competitors' moves. Therefore, it is always important to perform deeper analysis of each brand or SBU to make sure they are not worth investing in or have to be divested. And the most commonly used strategic choices are retrenchment and liquidation. So, dogs has a low share of market and low market growth. Unless this category of product can be changed, it should be eliminated from the product range. That will be a better decision. So, this is about the growth share metrics. Then let us discuss the criticism against the growth share metrics. Firstly, business can only be classified into 4 quadrants. This is the first limitation. It can be confusing to classify an SBU that falls right in the middle. Okay. Then next is, it does not define what market is. That is, businesses can be classified as cash cows while they are actually dogs or vice versa. Okay, there is no definition what is a market. And so, it does not include any external factors that may change the situation completely. And another criticism is market share and industry growth are not only the factors of profitability. Besides, high market share does not necessarily mean high profits. And so, it denies that synergies between different units exist. That is, dogs can be as important as cash cows to businesses if it helps to achieve competitive advantage for the rest of the company. And so, these are the criticism against Boston Consultancy Group growth share metrics. Okay.